why, were you in touch with him in any way? In that first week he came out?
Yeah, the first week, we were fine. I just had to say what I had to say for the world to hear, but we were good. There was never doubt. I knew what I felt for him and he knew what he felt for me.
So when did you now get clarity? To decide to, you know?
I was just like, after the first day of interview, I was just like, what am I even doing? Kids. And that was it.
Fair enough.
My God. Wow. Wow. Guys, let me just tell you the fact. Tonight's episode of the reunion show was a huge disappointment in so many ways. And I'll tell you, first off, it was the way Ebuka was stylishly avoiding digging into the real issues in Sheggz and Bella's relationship the entire season. Guys, I felt like I was gaslighted tonight just watching the reunion show. Yeah, I felt gaslighted. In a way also, I mean, they just made it look like nothing actually happened between those two people in the house. All the abuse that we witnessed, that we watched on our TV screens, all that shenanigans, everything that happened, all the love bombing, all the gaslighting, the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse, everything we watched, Ebuka did not even smell any of that angle. Instead, Ebuka was like, the questions were coming from Ebuka to Sheggz and Bella like they were on a love show, right? And he was asking, oh, how did you people meet? Oh, what attracted both of you to each other? Oh, what's your current status now? Oh, you've met each other's family? Oh, what did your family say? Guys, I was watching the reunion show tonight and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. What the hell? And you see, yeah, if this was the way Ebuka had interrogated all the other housemates, especially the likes of Chichi, Fina, and what's his name now, Adekunle, I wouldn't have had any issues at all. Yes, because Ebuka's questions to Sheggz and Bella tonight, it was just meant to kind of do some sort of cleanup for those two people, especially for Sheggz. It was kind of a way to do some sort of PR for both of them that, oh, these people actually had a normal relationship the entire season. These people actually had a healthy relationship. Oh, it was you people, the viewers, that were actually thinking too much about it. Nothing was wrong right there. And I'm like, bullshit. Thank God that I watched the show. I saw what I saw. And it's there on record. I have it all on record. I won't forget in a hurry. Yes, they have a relationship now, as both of them confirmed tonight, but it does not take away the fact that on a show, on international TV, we actually witnessed what we saw. And the reason this whole thing is highly ridiculous to me, it's the fact that the reunion show is supposed to be a platform to address the issues that had actually happened the entire season of the show, right? They're supposed to address all of those issues, discuss or have conversations with the housemates about the actions that they took, the events that happened, and also question why things that happened that actually happened the way they happened, and then talk about the current status or the current situation, you know, with these housemates, right? Those that have friendships, those that have relationships, what is the current status and what is the way forward? If there is any need for reconciliation, then reconciliation should happen or should be recommended to happen between or amongst these housemates. But tonight's episode of the reunion show, guys, nah, I felt like it was just a huge flop. I don't know whoever created those questions for Ebuka or if Ebuka created the questions himself. I just felt like that was just a sneaky way to do some sort of PR image cleanup for Sheggz and Bella. And in my frank opinion, it was actually unfair to the rest of the other housemates that this reunion show has successfully brought out the villains in them. Yes, it's unfair to the other housemates who the reunion show has actually exposed, made vulnerable to us, the viewing public, for us to have judgment and to, you know, drag them, to call them out. In a way, I just felt like tonight's episode of the show just literally created a safe haven for Sheggz and Bella. I mean, especially for Sheggz, guys. You are all specially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija, and I am the girl with the tea. Quickly, this is just a reminder to those of you that are yet to become a part of this community. Please just go ahead and do exactly what you see on your screen. All right, now quickly, let's proceed into the details of this conversation. Now, tonight's episode of the reunion show moved around the theme of love and relationships, and Chomzy and Elusuag's relationship was the first to be addressed. Now, we all know the backstory about these two people's relationship. Elusuag had feelings for Chomzy and was also sort of playing games with Fina. But then in his thing with Chomzy was not interested at all. Yes, both of them were calling each other bestie. They did things under the duvet, did things in the bathroom of the head of house bedroom. They actually got kind of intimate, but Chomzy still stood the ground on both of them retaining the status of just best friends and nothing more. Now, according to Elusuag, he felt offended when they had gone to South Africa and Chomzy was acting sneaky around him. Apparently, both of them had been in the same bedroom at night, and Chomzy had kind of, tiptoed out of the room to go out. She had tried knowing where Chomzy had been to, but he could not locate Chomzy. Now, according to Chomzy, she had actually sent a live location to Elusuag because she had gone out with some of the other housemates. Now, guys, this whole thing is kind of sounding really shady, but according to Elusuag, it was not pure, because according to him, if Chomzy really was going out with friends like Bella, she shouldn't have tiptoed the way she did out of the room. Now, Chomzy's own grievance at the time they were in South Africa was the fact that Elusuag had actually caused a scene, that even the hotel receptionist was actually staring at them. People were wondering what was going on, that Elusuag was acting like it was her husband, despite the fact that she had actually made it clear to him on countless number of times that she just wanted both of them to remain friends. Elusuag, on the other hand, was saying that things were actually cool between them, but then all of a sudden, Chomzy had actually changed. Frankly speaking, everything these people were saying tonight, I wasn't really bothered, because it was already glaring right from the show that Chomzy did not take Elusuag serious. Chomzy was not ready to get into a fully emotionally invested relationship with Elusuag. However, the one thing that came out of their back and forth tonight that really caught my interest was when Elusuag revealed, I mean, guys, I don't know if that was a slip of tongue, but they actually revealed that there's something that he and Chomzy does, that apparently it was actually an ex-female Bbnaija housemate that advised them to do that. So to chase clout, to trend, to get traffic to their socials, they should kind of unfollow each other or block each other, because they know that bloggers, that is their work. They will go and find out, and then they will spread the news, and people are going to talk about them. That kind of thing, guys. And we've actually talked about this thing a lot of times on this channel, and I've actually told you all that this is exactly what happened. But hearing it tonight, coming from Elusuag, that is what they actually do. That they even tried doing it a number of times, but they did not even get the clout, because both of them do not even have the clout. Guys, my head almost scattered. I said, you see what I mean? I can't remember. I think it was like 2 Saturdays ago when we had a live stream. I had actually explained this in details, that most of these housemates, in order to trend, in order to stay afloat, the popular housemates radar, these are some of the things that they do. They pretend to fight. They pretend to be at loggerheads with each other. They pretend to unfollow each other. They pretend to even block each other just to trend. Sometimes it works. Other times it backfires. And for Elusuag and Chomzy, ladies and gentlemen, it didn't really work out for them. So it was really hilarious for me, but then I just felt like it was just kind of pathetic. Instead of you to work on growing your brand, instead of you to do something that would keep you on people's mouth positively, it's all of that nonsense. Like, guys, it just did not really make sense to me. But anyways, quickly moving on to the conversation of Sheggz and Bella's relationship. I already said it at the start of this video that Ebuka really disappointed me. Now, usually with reunions like this, I am aware that most of the time it's not necessarily the host that comes up with the questions. Most of the time it's the production team that comes up with the questions for the host to ask the housemates. The direction of how the conversation pans out the rest of the reunion show is most of the time determined by production. Yes, and that is why I cannot really blame Ebuka 100%, because at the end of the day, even if Ebuka decides to deviate and, ask his own questions, power still lies in the hands of production to edit that episode and, retain what they want and omit what they do not want the viewers to see. Hence the reason I'm really disappointed in production tonight, because I felt like, come on, other housemates have been really drilled. Guys, from day one of the reunion show, we've seen how, especially conversations surrounding the likes of Adekunle, the likes of Fina, the likes of Chichi, conversations like that, guys, there's been thorough questioning. There's been thorough interrogation. Guys, clips have been played to show fully what really happened, with such housemates. So the fact that the conversation of Sheggz and Bella's relationship was brought up tonight, how they got attracted to each other. I mean, yeah, it's valid that they would be asked how and at what point they both got attracted to each other. Yes, we saw all of that happen in the house. But what most of us, the viewers, were really interested in with regards to those two people on this reunion was for Ebuka to address all of that abuse, all of that love bombing, all of that gaslighting, all of that verbal abuse, all of that emotional abuse. It was for Ebuka to address all of those issues. That is why a lot of people have been tuning into this reunion show, waiting to see or hear Sheggz' explanations to all of those things. Because yes, obviously this guy has actually had interviews, and most of his interviews, well, not been particularly honest about it. Yes. So a lot of people have been looking forward to this particular night, this particular moment. Let us hear what this guy will say, what excuses he will make for himself. And then the aftermath of the show, the whole drama about his ex. Come on. We've seen reunion shows where Ebuka even asks questions that refers to housemates, exes and all whatnot. And then it made me wonder tonight that, okay, what exactly is so special about Sheggz and Bella's relationship that production in a way is kind of protecting? What exactly is different about Sheggz and Bella? Are they not also part of all the housemates that participated in the Big Brother Naija Level Up season? Why were they not drilled the exact same way Ebuka drilled other housemates? So frankly speaking, I was really disappointed. I felt like this was just a grave injustice to other housemates that have been unnecessarily exposed. Yes, if they were going to use this style to interrogate Sheggz and Bella, they should have equally utilized the same style for other housemates, especially the likes of Chichi and Adekunle, because those two people, they have really been at the receiving end of very, very drilling, tasking, and unnecessary questions about the things that they actually did whilst the show was still on. And there was also the whole Daniela and Khalid situation. Ladies and gentlemen, similar method, similar styles. We saw what Daniela and Khalid did whilst in the house, yes, and it wasn't like I was actually expecting Ebuka to ask both of them if they actually had sex in the house, because at the end of the day, they are both adults, right? But I felt like, unlike Sheggz and Bella, they were kind of drilled about their entanglement, especially with Dotun in the mix. And that made me upset all over again. The end of the matter for Daniela and Khalid is that both of them are very good friends now. They are not in a relationship, while Sheggz and Bella are officially in a relationship. Both of them, they've actually met their families, and they're just doing what they are doing, and that is the level where their relationship is at now. They are just boyfriend and girlfriend. And then there was going to be the conversation about Bbnaija getting disappointed in Dotun, and then there was also Sheggz, conversations about, oh, people are accusing Bbnaija of wanting to be a home breaker, in Sheggz's marriage. And guys, I'm going to be frank about it. It just did not really gel at all. Because sometimes when I see Bbnaija in that reunion show, I just forget that, okay, this one was actually a housemate during the season. I don't know, guys, but this is just my frank opinion about tonight's reunion show. It was just a huge flop for me. It was a huge disappointment. I felt like a grave injustice had been done tonight, but I don't know about you, so I would love to hear your thoughts about it. I know that Sheggz and Bella's fans, they're going to be in my comment section right now tearing their hair out. Don't worry, you'll all be fine. All right, and just know that it's okay for people to have their own opinion. Okay, anyways, guys, please go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija. Have an amazing night's rest. Bye.